Where are you right now? Are you back to Brazil or are you in Bolivia?
No, I am in Bolivia. I am in Cochabamba now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Am I seeing some beach around you, or is it just like, because I thought Bolivia is landlocked?
No, no beaches. Only mountains here. And well, now I am in the city. I am in the Cochabamba city, but I'm actually living in a community
Okay.
nearby, in a small, really small city called Kijakoyu.
Okay.
Yeah. But today is my free day in the community, so
Nice.
I came to the city to buy things and get some money. Here, everywhere in Bolivia, they usually accept only money, not credit cards. So I'm trying to manage this. It's a little
Yeah.
bit hard for me. Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually with me as well. Hold on, let me turn on my fan. It's really boiling hot here.
Yeah.
Um,
Do
it's
you
actually the
hear
same
me? Do you
situation.
hear me? It is okay. I mean, the internet works fine. Do you see me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems to be okay. I can hear you fine. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. I just bought a unlimited package of unlimited internet to go live because I was in the street.
Well, good for you because I didn't know if I want to risk it. That's why I'm at home right now. I'm not. I said, okay, do I want to go outside? But because I didn't know how much data do I have, I said, okay, let's just stay at home with the Wi-Fi and see how that goes. But good for you for risking that. But I mean, you got the package unlimited, right? So what can go wrong?
Yeah. I mean, I hope. I hope. Where are you right now?
I am in Puerto Escondido. I'm on the Pacific side of Mexico. And I actually give you a quick peek. It's actually quite a nice place. I'm at this beautiful kind of,
Wow.
yeah,
That's beautiful.
yeah, yeah. It's kind of like in the morning, you get the sunrise from there. And it's like, that's the
Ah, I
Pacific
can
right there.
see. Oh, amazing. I miss the ocean so much. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, no,
awesome.
it's gorgeous. And it's like in the mornings, like you see this, like it's just there's so many birds. I wake up, I don't need alarm clock, I just wake up with these birds and the sun like literally shining through my door. And
Oh, that's beautiful.
yeah, it's gorgeous. Nothing to complain. Uh, but yeah, it's
Amazing.
also very hot. It's really hot here. Like I'm cooking. If I don't have AC, I mean, there's no even AC. There's a fan here, and it's just really, really hot and humid, like 38 degrees Celsius. And
Ooh, really
but
hot.
yeah, it's crazy.
I was just about to say that I was missing hot weather, but not that one.
Trust
For
me.
sure, not the one.
Trust me. You're good. Honestly, you're good. Why do you want to be hot and humid? I need to just literally, I need to take 5 showers a day, and then I just back to back water just so I stay hydrated. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. I know. I felt something similar when I was living in Manaus in Brazil,
I see.
Amazonia forest. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah. It's
you
just,
don't do anything to sweat. You just sweat all the time.
you just sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you just sweat. It's interesting. It's interesting and I was in Oaxaca City before I came here, and it was really cold and chilly and that kind of nice. And during the day it would get hot, but not humid at all. So that was good. But like, honestly, I've been here for a week and I'm like, I'm already done with this place.
Well, for us, like as nomads, we can adapt. But sometimes you can adapt to know that you can manage. You
Yeah.
just can't.
Yeah.
And this is amazing too. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
We are flexible. We are nomadic, and we could do whatever we want, right? So you're absolutely right. Cool. So let's dig in, Nat. This
Yeah.
is our very first live session that we're gonna go, and then we're gonna record this. We're gonna put this up on different platforms, YouTube, TikTok, wherever. And but the idea was to just, we was just talk. You and me was just talking. It's like, okay, like, what are we doing? Let's do a joint post. And it's like, okay, let's just turn to a live and kind of like see how that goes. So this is like a very first. I've never done lives before. This is the first one, so I don't know
Awesome.
what I'm doing essentially.
I'm really glad to be part of it. Like to in this fresh start. Really good. Really
Yes,
cool. Yeah. It's better
yes,
just start, you know.
yeah,
We will never feel
exactly.
we'll not I mean we'll never feel actually we'll never feel ready, totally ready, you know, for nothing.
Yeah, when are you ready? Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. They say there's a saying I forgot, but essentially to your point, just dive in, right? So I was like, all right, let's just do it, see how it goes. So,
Yeah.
uh, cool. So let's dig in. I think we can just take it as a conversation, right? So I got a few
Mhm.
questions for you. I guess the goal of this is to really share your story, your nomadic story as a digital nomad, and kind of like how life has been, some challenges you've gone through, why are you doing it, and then at the end, there are questions from the audience. We can certainly do an FAQ, so we're gonna just put that up as well. So if anybody has any questions from Nat or myself, you can just put it in the chat, and then once we're done talking, we can get to your questions and then answer them for you. Does that sound good
Let's
to
do
you?
this.
Cool. Sweet. So, Matt, tell us a bit about yourself. Like, who are you? What's your story? You told us where you are. You're in Bolivia, but like, what's your story? Like, what brought you to where you are today, essentially?
Okay. Well, my name is actually Natalia, but Nat is really is better. I'm from Brazil, Minas Gerais. The city is called Belo Horizonte, and I'm now 32 years. I started in my 30s in 2020. I started to this nomadic life, and first I was for 2 years traveling to Brazil, getting to know my own country, you know, and it was amazing. And the first years was like the magic one, you know, when you are totally in love. The second year was a little bit more, a little bit harder, with more challenges and everything. And then I decided to go out of Brazil, and now I am in Bolivia. Well, I am public relations too, and I work today with digital marketing. I have a digital marketing agency. The past week I launched my brand after 5 years with the agency. Bad example, but totally fine. It was amazing to launch it, and this year is it's been a year of really new projects, new things. You know, it's been really amazing. And well, I think that's it. Now I am traveling through Latin America, trying to get to Mexico. Let's see if Bolivia, how can I say? Let me go, you know, because I've been here for 4 months.
Wait, you said 4 months?
Yeah,
Wow. So you're like a slow mad, right? You just like is that how you define yourself? Like, there's the different types of nomadic people, right? You can either be in a place for a week or two. There's like people like stay longer for a few months. So you would say
yeah,
kind of like every few months here and then.
yeah. This year I'm slower than ever. I mean, my first destination, and now I've been for 4 months. But I'm super. I mean, I go with the flow. If I feel to stay, I stay. And I don't think that if I live in a place for more than 2 weeks, like for more than 1 month, it doesn't define me as a nomad anymore. I mean, this is a slow traveling, and I really like to feel the place that I am. I don't like to, I mean, to travel as a tourist and in a kind of superficial way, you know. For me, it is. So, yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
I like
fair
that.
enough. I can relate with you to that. You really want to take the time to get to know the place, the culture. Because when you go as a tourist, you want to do all the touristy stuff. Okay, that's awesome. You want to see all the sightseeings and like whatever, the top restaurants or something. But then I guess one of the advantages of being a nomad is you really get to live like a local. You really see
Yeah,
how to see they live their life, the lifestyle, the kind of,
yeah,
day-to-day culture and everything else that you really integrate with the culture itself, right? So it sounds like you really want to get a sense of how it's like to be a Bolivian, let's say, right? How is it like
yeah.
life to be a Bolivian, right?
Well, I don't know if I am living as a truly Bolivian. I'm living in a community, but there, I how can I say? I share the life with other travelers too, and people from other places, other countries, Peru, Europe, and everything. And well, also here in Bolivia, in this case, I'm working in a digital marketing project too.
I
So
see.
this is the other reason. Besides of, well, I really like here. Uh, it's been part of the work too, so that's why I'm staying longer.
Makes
But
sense. Makes sense.
yeah, but part of the process is also like, well, I have a thing. when I when I feel that I know the streets, for example, and I manage to walk and do things, and I mean, when I have my favorite coffee shop, cafeteria, now I feel local, you know. Or maybe when I'm walking to my neighborhood and there's always this old lady that sells some things in the corner, on the corner,
Yeah,
and I say
yeah.
hello and she say hello back and recognize me. That's the thing.
So that when you don't have to think where you're going. Okay, what was the coffee shop? What was this? What was that? I think you start to feel like, and the locals recognize you. Okay, I know this person. Right now, I've seen you before. I love that.
Like this. Not the same today. Amazing.
That's
I love that.
awesome. So you said that you started to become a digital nomad back in 2020. So was COVID the catalyst for you to become a digital nomad, or did you have other reasons to wanting to kind of explore Brazil and kind of go abroad?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I had other reasons, but in 2015, I just finished my MBA, and I, from nowhere, or maybe from multiple reasons that were like inside of me, I started to feel a little bit lost and unhappy. I was working to a company. I was working with endo marketing, and I finished this MBA, and I thought, I'm not living the life that I wanted. So I started to look for possibilities. That's where I found out the nomad life. So I started to study more, and well, at that time, uh, doesn't exist that many people that was doing this like now. But then I started this project, started my business with digital marketing, uh, and then only 5 years before that, I got out. And yeah, the pandemic was like a push, you know, like
Yeah.
it's now or never. And either I, I mean, I don't want to shock people, but either I die in the road or I don't do this. So I got out, and it was amazing. and I am
That's awesome.
and I'm alive, as you can see.
More than ever. More than ever. Yes. I
More
love
than
that.
ever.
So
Yeah.
it's been a few years. You kind of were kind of like stuck in the rat race, corporate rat race. You were like obviously highly educated. You did your MBA. All right, this is like we're following what they tell us to do, right? And then you realize,
Yeah.
oh no, like I'm not happy, right? I want something more. And then you start to explore like what's out there for yourself, right? So I think I can share the same sentiment. I had a similar situation where I had a really good job on a piece of paper. You know, I was making good money. I was living in Toronto, Canada, and you know, driving a nice car, have a waterfront condo, you know, living the Canadian dream, you know, and well, I was just not fulfilled, you know. So I knew something is wrong. I was like at the time I was 27, and I felt like this is just doesn't make a lot of sense, you know. I'm like I'm supposed to be happy, but I'm not happy, so something is clearly not working. So I totally relate with you on that, you know, that kind of the status quo doesn't really fit for you, right?
Yeah.
So and that's awesome. So and right now you said you have your own agency, so you're like a freelancer, but also you work like you have a remote job as well. Is that how you work?
I started as freelancer, but I had this kind of a dream to manage my own digital agents with partners spreading all over the world. Like I started in Brazil, so when I started this business, I started doing all by myself, and design, social media. I started to learn how to do things like even edit a video, things like that. And
Yeah,
then I started to invite people to work with me because I needed help. And most of all, help from people that are experts, specialists in everything in each thing like design, ads, social media, blog, Redditor, and I started to get a bunch of contacts. And when a client came to me to start a new project, I thought about I mean the process was to think about what they need and to get people to work on that with me, like in a project, um, and personalize it for the clients. So that was my strategy, and it worked. So now I have people that are my partners, and we are working together to make this projects work, and it's been really really nice.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, obviously you make it sound very easy. I can
No, it
imagine.
wasn't.
Let's go get some clients. Let's get some clients. Yes.
Well, I don't know if I am lucky or this things was supposed to be. I don't really trust in the was supposed to be. I mean, we make it happen.
Yes.
So at first, when I found out about the Nomad life, I thought it was really distant, really difficult. I mean, a movie thing, you know.
Mm.
I all my life since I remember being human, I thought about getting to know the world. I mean, to travel and this thing. I mean, the dream to travel and the nomad life. It's perfect. So um, doing things slowly, I started to make it possible,
Mhm.
and I didn't give up and everything. So I think it's about being resilient too. Sometimes to be sure of what you want, you know.
Ah,
Yeah.
is that a Brazilian thing?
I don't know. Maybe we say how do we say sou brasileiro e não desisto nunca. It's like I'm Brazilian and I never gave up.
Wow.
This is a thing. I don't know. Maybe it's a cultural thing. Maybe I don't know.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I want to embody that. I'm a Brazilian and would never give up. I love that.
Have you ever been to Brazil?
Yes, I was
Yeah.
there just in February. I
Ah,
was there for Carnival.
yeah. When
Yes.
when we first talked, yeah. Now I
Yeah, I
remember.
was in Brazil.
Awesome.
Good times. Definitely,
Awesome.
Brazilians, they know how to have fun. That's what I gotta say.
Yeah. Really
Um,
good.
Very cool. So it sounds like, you decided that what you wanted to do and you kind of like defined it for yourself and you took your time slowly and, hey, I want to start my own business. It's an online business. And then you start to put together a team and start to reach out. And slowly now you have this partnership with other people, with your specialists that basically, you manage the client work itself and maybe do a piece of it. But at the beginning, you did everything yourself, but now you kind of like have other people that actually kind of help you do these separate pieces to work, right? So
Yeah.
I think that's a really good model to go out and kind of like starting to work in your business from to work on your business. You know what I mean? That's a
Yeah.
good approach to take.
Yeah. Awesome. And thank you.
Very cool. Yeah.
Really, really
So
nice.
uh, in terms of, sorry, going to say something?
No, no.
Yeah.
Go, go.
So let's see. In terms of like the good, bad, and ugly, because I guess on social media, you know, I don't know if the thing about people just post a whole bunch of stuff and it just paint this amazing picture of being a nomad. Oh my God, you're like on the beach, you're always like having a good time. You're in nature. You're like all these exotic locations here and then, which is cool, which is true, but it's not the whole story. So let's talk about good, bad, and ugly. And let's
Yeah.
talk about maybe let's talk from the good part first. Like what's your so far that you've been nomading, Nat, what would you say is your best nomad memory that you want to share with us?
Well, um, um, when I was in Brazil, I was in Pipa and I got dengue. But I was about 20 days to go to a tour that I already bought to Lençóis Maranhenses. So
Okay.
I was recovering of dengue, and I really wanted to make to Lençóis Maranhenses.
Yeah.
So I managed to go with my friends. I was with two friends, and I got and I managed to do it. So I recovered totally of dengue in one day. The other day I was going through Lençóis Maranhenses. It was a trekking of 4 days walking in the dunes
Wow.
with the lagoons. It's amazing, and it is. I mean, one of I don't know if I can say the most beautiful place that I ever have that I've ever been, but it really was amazing. And as I was recovering, it was a trekking with with a lot of silence moments, walking, and it was super. I mean, um, how can I say? Like a process of self-development too, like to think, to almost meditate walking, it was amazing. That for sure is one of the best memories I have.
I love that. I love that. And where is this place again? The hike that you did? Where is it? Is it in Bolivia or is it in
In Brazil, Lençóis Maranhenses is it is in Maranhão.
I see. I see.
Yeah,
I see. Wow.
you need to
That's
see
cool.
that.
And
You need to go there.
yeah,
Yeah,
I gotta look it up. I gotta add to my. Is it like in the north or south?
north.
I see. I see. I see. Okay. Uh, that's really awesome. And I can only imagine when you're sick and you really want to go on a hike and you kind of like. But how did you get over that sickness though? Like, was it like that? Said, oh, I wanna do it. I have to do it, or like, what was it that kind of like made you feel okay, or were you feeling okay the whole time, or like, how did that happen?
I don't really know. It was crazy, but I've been sick for 15 days.
Jesus.
And the last week was of recovering. First, you feel your body weird and a bit, how can I say, when I can't really explain. It was super weird the last week, but I felt that I was getting better, you know, because my body doesn't hurt that much anymore, and I was feeling a little bit better. I really don't know what happened. I mean, it was in the way of in the way going to the city where we are, uh, where we were. How can I say? I to meet the people,
I
to
see.
go to the, yeah. I it, it's unexplainable. How can I say it?
You
Is
had a
it right?
calling, you had a calling for it, he was calling you, and then you had to
I
be
don't want to
there,
sound really magic or miraculous,
yeah,
but I
yeah.
don't really know how to explain it, and I really don't recommend it. But I really recommend Lençóis Maranhenses.
Okay, okay, yes, that's good to know. But I could understand that, when you kind of like, would be called something, kind of like it happens, no matter your physical situation, you just show up and you get it done, right? So I've had a few of those, maybe not as miraculous as it sounds like for you, but sometimes they say like the best explanation is no explanation at all. Like, hey, I can't explain it. It was just I showed up and it was good, and I went and it was had a good time, right?
Yeah, and I was doing everything to get better, you know, hydrating, drink water, getting the medicine I needed. So
Yeah,
I think it was the perfect timing. That's it. I was lucky.
perfect time.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that. So no, that's awesome. So give us a bit of a taste of reality of like what are the downsides or the ugly part of being a nomad. I mean, this story that you shared, it was kind of like a mix of the two. But what else would you
Yeah.
say? Like, hey, you know what? For somebody who wants to become like you, be a digital nomad, what do they need to know that others don't tell them out there?
Well, for me, I could say that the bad part is about adapting and quickly decision making, because we have to make decisions all the time, like where to go next, what to do when you arrive in a new place, what do you need to learn about the place or about how things work, and to adapt to it, like to survive, you know. So it's quickly, and you have to think fast, and you have to be smart, and you have to talk to people and know how to manage it. So it's exciting. It is exciting, but it is hard, you know. I mean, this is what separates people that um, can do it, and that can't do it, you know.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, yeah. I can relate to that. How adaptable you are. I mean, it's exciting that you can go wherever you want. Uh, that is pretty cool. But at the same time, it means like the ball is in your court. You have to make all the decisions.
Yeah.
So if you're not okay with making decisions all the time and being decisive, then it's a hard one. I can totally relate. I came to Puerto Escondido last week, and the first day I had like 10 things to do on my list, and I got through none of it because I didn't know where to buy food. I didn't know where to get groceries. I didn't know where to go, to charge up my phone. I didn't have like anything in my phone. I didn't have cash. So the whole day I was just going around town and doing stuff because, I needed to make these things, right? And I was planning to stay here long, and I realized that, you know what? I don't think I can get stuff done too much in this place. So tomorrow I'm flying to Mexico City. I wasn't planning to go to Mexico City for another few weeks, but I'm doing it because I'm listening to myself on like what I need. And hey, I need to go. I can't stay here anymore, right? So I
This is the
literally yesterday I
perfect
canceled.
example.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the perfect
I
example.
canceled my Airbnb. I got a flight. I'm like, I'm going to Mexico City tomorrow.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Then
so you're
you
absolutely
please
right.
send me tips from Mexico.
Yes, 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 for sure. I've got a few of them. I've been around a few of the places. Certainly can recommend Oaxaca to you. I think it's beautiful. But Mexico City also supposed to be nice, so I'll keep you posted.
Awesome. Thank you.
Good, cool. So you're like Nat, one of the very first mentors on the TribeNomadik website. Which we do like mentorship to help people become nomads, right? Like us. Why have you decided to mentor on the platform?
Well, uh, I was just remembering when you first talked to me in LinkedIn on LinkedIn, and I thought, what is it? I started to connect with a lot of bunch of nomad people in LinkedIn, and it's really nice because now I'm getting to know a lot of projects. And what caught my attention in your project in Tribe Nomadic is this way of helping each other. You know, for me, life works on reciprocity. Reciprocity.
Reciprocity,
Is
yeah.
it right?
Yeah, yeah.
Reciprocity. Yeah. And um, again, I don't really want to sound like magic and woo, love and peace, but I really believe that when you do things, the universe or whatever what you believe um, get back to you, you know, in a good way. So when you are good to other people or when you do things to help, also with my project, you know, when I started my business, I knew I needed help. So I asked people to help, and I helped them, like getting clients, you know. So this works like a circle of reciprocity. So this is really valuable for me. So this is what I first saw of the project. This caught my attention, and well, as I identify with this and I have this value, I think, yeah, let's do this. Amazing.
Nice, nice. No, you're right. I mean, it's not voodoo, it's real. Karma is real. Energies are real, I know
Yeah,
some people might just not believe in it, but I feel like our generations, like we understand like that, you put good energy, you get good energy. You put bad
yeah,
energy, you get bad energy. It's very
yeah,
simple.
yeah.
So, so you're absolutely right. I don't think there's anything, kind of like unreasonable about it. I mean, I'm gonna same thing. That's why I started this project, because I wanted to get help. And, I was lucky. I met this guy down in Costa Rica. He helped me out, kind of like to clear my thoughts. I had to take a leap of faith to quit my job and kind of switch careers to become a nomad, but it was really scary at the time. And then hasn't it been for like some of the people I met, which I got really lucky, I would have not been here. You know what I mean? So you're absolutely right. You pay it forward, right? You help others, others are gonna help you. You grow your business, and they're gonna. It's like a abundance mindset that you have, right? So
Yeah.
which is it actually works.
Yeah, yeah. And it's also, I mean, I can relate that with the decision making because I don't know if it is if it is a ability that we develop more as nomad to make decisions and think fast, and also to know how to, I mean, to be how can I say to identify opportunities, like, you know, when things happens, you can feel that maybe this is a good thing to to to, to a good opportunity to
Yeah,
I
because your
forgot the
mind is
word.
open. You're like,
Yeah, your
you're
mind is open.
open-minded.
You have the mindset of
Yeah.
see things.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. Uh, Especially when you're in a creative space, right? Then you can see a lot of possibilities. You can connect the dots, and you can kind of like think more clearly. You're not like in a cubicle in an office, on the 40th floor of a building. You know what I mean? You're like in open air, and there's a lot of nature, and you get a lot of inspiration. So you're right. You can connect the dots a lot easier. Is that what you're trying to say, right?
Yeah, the baggage we managed to collect in the world is giant, but it's all in here and in here,
Yes. Yes. I
with
love that.
with new have reference, with new realities and experiences. Yeah.
Very cool. Um, Last question before we open it up. If you have any questions, by the way, I see a few people are actually on right now. If you have any questions for Nat, you can just type it in. But last question I have for you, Nat, before we wrap it up is, what is your top tip, for somebody who wants to become someone like you, a digital nomad in the space you are?
My top tips.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we started saying that we are never going to feel 100% ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think if you want to be a nomadic, you will never feel ready, 100% ready. You just need to be sure of what you want, and I mean, trust you, trust people, trust your way, trust in life to manage to do it. I think maybe it's a little bit motivation. How can I say
Motivational?
motivational
Yeah. Yeah.
tip, but I think it works. And if you want more technical tips, you can join TribeNomadik, and we can help you.
I was going to say that at the end, but you
I
said it.
can
Okay,
I can
perfect.
help it. I can help it. I mean, it's marketing. Ai, tô acabando.
I love that.
Well, I have a thing to do right here. So glad that it was
Yeah. Yeah.
the
Have
last
to run.
question, but
Yeah.
we can do this more often.
100% will do. And if Nat said, if you want to learn more and just become someone like her or me, just reach out to TribeNomadik. It's for free mentorship. So happy to help you. Thanks again. Yeah, your story is very inspiring, Nat, and I get inspiration from you. So that's amazing to be connected with folks like you. So keep on what you're doing, and yeah, we'll post it up, and people can reach out to you, kind of like get more connected, and kind of like have any questions, and just want to chit chat. We're here.
Awesome. Thank you to invite me. It was amazing. Really,
Yeah,
really glad to that we talked, and thank you for
yeah,
everything.
100%. Thank you. We'll do more of this. Okay,
Yeah, for sure.
sounds good. All right, we'll chat later. See ya. Ciao, ciao. Bye.
Ciao, ciao. Bye, bye.